Good afternoon. 4 men were convicted yesterday in connection with the homophobic murder of a 24-year-old nursing assistant that sparked protests in cities across Spain and abroad. Samuel Luz died in hospital after being assaulted by a group of people outside a nightclub in A Coruña in July 2021. 3 were found guilty of aggravated murder and another of complicity. The jury found it proven that the leader of the group had concluded that Luz was gay from his speech and clothing, shouting homophobic insults at him before the attack and making anti-gay comments afterwards. The jury spent an unusually long 5 days deliberating after the trial that lasted nearly 4 weeks. Sentencing will take place later. 1 man died yesterday and another was injured whilst inspecting a school damaged by recent flooding in Valencia. The school in the town of Massanassa was one of the thousands of badly damaged buildings. As 2 workers were inspecting the school, which had been shut since the floods, part of the roof collapsed, killing a 51-year-old man and injuring a 35-year-old. The men were working for a public company in the region's clean-up efforts. Nearly 1 month after the floods, at least 16,000 children have not yet returned to school. The government is set to introduce changes to the immigration law in response to the increasing number of unaccompanied children arriving via illegal migration, the majority of whom from Morocco. Angel Victor Torres has called for a meeting next week with leaders from the Canary Islands, Ceuta and the PP opposition to discuss reforming the law. The meeting will focus on solutions for the care and management of unaccompanied minors in the border regions. In a letter to the President of the European Commission, Torres emphasised the need for a comprehensive approach which would involve resettling minors in other countries, cooperating with countries of origin such as Morocco, Mauritania and Senegal, and adjusting the law to ensure an even distribution of minors across autonomous regions. And thousands of holidaymakers are facing chaos at Tenerife South Airport. Leaders from the AS Hotel Association of Santa Cruz de Tenerife have raised the alarm about the severe congestion at passport control of the airport. They say that at many times there are only 2 police officers doing passport checks, which leads to hours-long queues for those trying to get through. They also say that the situation is worsened by long waits at the airport's taxi stand and that these issues have escalated since Brexit. The situation has not been resolved despite numerous complaints and meetings with the airport authority and the National Police. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.